clear it out a little bit. Make sure it's nice and visible and clean and well kept. Even though I know over time these things get dirty and all, but once we come and do our check, we like to leave them looking like we actually checked them. So I like to clean them off pretty good. Which is why I wear my gloves with this. Now, we're not required to wear gloves with this. This is not something that has any of the what we call the precaution words like caution or danger. It's not anything that could be harmful to you or to your skin or anything like that. But I like to use my gloves because it's dirty. I don't like getting the dirt all up under my nails and things. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, it takes a good bit of cleaning off sometimes. It looks good. We're going to open this up. More clean. There we go. And we'll take the cartridge out and check that out. Okay, this one is still full, and it's nice and heavy too. You can tell there's still a lot of bait still left in there. It's nice and dark, so we have fungus all over all 4 pieces of the bait there, and it's pretty much still full. So we are good to go with this one. No need to change it out. So if I was to give advice to a homeowner about termites, what to look for, what to do when we're not around, of course, us as in pest control services, I would say about once a month, go outside your home, look all the way around the outside perimeter of the home, the perimeter where the foundation wall meets the ground. If there's termites in that area, you're normally going to see some what we call dirt tubes or shelter tubes coming up from the ground all the way up to the actual start of where the wood of your home begins. So if you see one of those tubes, that's something that's high alert for us. That's something that you definitely want to call us about. Let us know. We'll come out and take a look at that, determine whether or not it's termites. If it is termites, we'll come up with a good game plan on what we can do to get rid of those termites and prevent them from coming back again. Okay, so they call them fire ants because once you get bit, whatever part of the body that they bit, it feels like it's actually on fire. So that's why they're called fire ants. And there's a lot of folks in this area that are actually allergic, especially kids that are allergic to fire ants. And so we try to make sure that fire ants are not a problem, especially for our folks with allergies to those ants. And when you have 15 or 20 of those stations in one yard, it's going to take a little longer than 20 minutes. All right, there we go. Got our cartridge there. Looks to be pretty good. It's nice and heavy, nice and solid. Plenty of bait still left in it. No need to change it out. So I just clear my lip area here a little bit. Make sure my cap can go back on securely. Put that back in place and then put the cap back. All right. They don't teach you about the screwdriver technique in school, but I came up with this myself to just stick the screwdriver in. And once you hear that sound, you know you can find it. And there it is right there. So I normally have to uncover it because it's normally buried and covered by a lot of things. So I like to make sure it's nice and clear to let the customer know that we care about our stations. We like to keep them nice and neat for the customer. Here we have a broken cap, so I do have some new caps that I can replace. Traylon will have these little tabs on the end. All it takes is one tab to break, and then that cap is no longer serviceable. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to clear out all the dirt from inside of it so that the cap goes back on just the way that it should. And then I'm going to pull the cartridge out and check that. That's our cartridge there. And this is a monitoring cartridge here. As you can see, it's about half full still. So we should still be good on this one. Got some nice fungus in there, which the termites like. The termites tend to like more of it. The more fungicide on it, the better they seem to take to it. So a lot of people think it should be nice and clean. That's just the opposite of what it should be. It should be dirty and nasty. The nastier, the better. That's what they said in the video. So the old lid, so you can see, does have a barcode, but it does not have a metallic piece underneath it. Now the new lid does have a barcode, and you can see that nice metallic ring there. That allows us to find the station even with Traylon. Now with Centricon, they always have that ring there that we can find it, but with the new Trayloners, we can find this now with the station finder because they now added the metallic ring and we can find it. So it makes my job a lot easier, a lot better. So I'd like to make a recommendation to Traylon. I like the fact that the stations are a little bigger than the Centricon stations. They tend to go on the ground a little bit easier. They're a little easier to take up, but these two little tabs here are a little bit too flimsy, I think. And all it takes is for one tab to break, and then that cap will not stay on securely. So I'd really like to see them come up with a more secure tab or lid for our stations, because my job becomes much longer when I have to go around and replace all these lids. And of course they cost money, so we have to order them. I have to keep them in stock. So it just decreases the efficacy of my inspections here on trailer owner base stations. Now they should be covered because you don't want them exposed to the environment, because termites of course are vulnerable to the atmosphere, especially UV rays of the sun will burn them out, dehydrate them, and kill them. So we like for them to stay nice and covered and sheltered, because they require a lot of moisture. And if that lid is off, that moisture is not going to be able to seep into that station.
Late October is tough for a pest control leader.
You can't kill them kind of bugs right there. The owners bought them, so they get to keep them.